everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Fashion Diaries on KUTV. I'm your host, Pauline Chalo. Now, on today's episode, we are going to be displaying the dinnerware category that was showcased at the KU Mr. and Miss Culture Week 2019, as well as a very interesting interview with one fashion designer named Njoki Ndun'gu. Don't you go anywhere, stay with us and get to catch it all. Special thanks to Rainbow River Resort for being here with us and ensuring we always have great ambience. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's sit down. I'm going to be chilling with one lady named Njoki Ndun'gu. She is a fashion designer, and we're going to be chatting about her designs and her work in general. Welcome so much, Njoki.
Thank you for having me.
You look so fabulous.
Thank you.
Did you make that for yourself?
I did.
Yeah? That's awesome.
Thank you.
Girls, we spend so much time trying to pick outfits.
Well, for me it comes so easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many clothes have you made for yourself?
I can't count them. I've lost count.
So many.
Because actually you make and then someone sees it and then I need to buy that dress.
And
I
you just sell it.
Yeah.
And your family must be so happy. Do you make clothes for them too?
But they pay.
You need to be smart with that, yeah? Awesome. So let's begin by talking about how you got here, how you got into loving fashion and design, and the journey so far until now.
Well, I did home science in high school, but I never thought I'd be a fashion designer.
Okay.
I actually never thought people study to be fashion designers.
Wow.
I wanted to be a lawyer.
Wow.
And then I saw the hassle for being a lawyer is too much. So I settled to do fashion in KU. And I graduated with a BSc in fashion design and marketing.
Awesome.
And I got employed, but I couldn't stand the 8 to 5 kind of thing. I wanted to be my own person, create my own things, like just see who I am as a fashion designer instead of helping someone else do their own ideas.
Yeah.
I needed to do my own ideas, do my own design, see how people, the feedback from people, and
how
just
people respond
grow
to
myself
that,
as a fashion designer. And after I quit my job, I went and opened my own shop. Where I work from now.
Awesome. And how long ago was that?
2 years now.
2 years working on your own.
Yeah.
And for yourself. That's
It's been
interesting.
amazing.
I was going to ask how has that
It's been amazing.
As
there
compared?
are many challenges, but as compared to
being employed?
No. For me, being an independent fashion designer works for me.
Okay.
Because it gives you the freedom to create your own things. Because when you're employed, you have to do what your employer tells you to do.
Yes.
But when you employ yourself, you're open to so many things. Yeah.
And what do you think are some valuable lessons that you picked from that time? In as much as you felt you needed to express yourself now individually, are there some things that you learned and were like, okay, I'm going to move ahead with this one?
Well, from being employed, I happened to work for a very amazing fashion designer.
Okay.
She's an international fashion designer based in Kenya, and working with her and just made me grow, realize, because most of us fashion designers, most artists, they so much rely on the art side of things and forget the business side of things. So from that, I really knew how to be a fashion designer, but also be a business lady. Not dwell so much on the art and forget that I'm running a business.
Exactly.
So from that, I learned that being an artist doesn't make...
And is your personal style now, apart from your clients? As Njoki Ndun'gu, this is what I like to wear, this is what I like to design for myself.
I'm a very bold person. And the clothes I wear, most people I find can't wear the same clothes.
Okay.
Today I needed to narrow myself a bit. Actually, I wore a lot of clothes today before I decided I settled on one thing. Because some things are just, and then people are staring at you on the street. So I had to just calm myself a bit and just do something that is a bit not too much.
Yeah, I get because a lot of people, when they interact with fashion designers, they're like, that you can just wear on the runway, you can never really get out with it.
Exactly. And actually worked with a client one time, and she told me, if you came to my house with a pink hair or what, I would never have given you that job.
Why?
I was like, why? She told me, like, professionals, there's a way professionals
like to appear.
And again, for the young designers, you might find that when you're dealing with a certain kind of people,
Clientele.
clientele, dress to suit them. Because you might appear in like colored things, and then they're like, this is not a serious person.
Or you must be ready to conform.
Yeah, and you might miss on an opportunity because of something you would have worked on. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you always have to look at where you're going and then try and match that with what you're wearing. Yeah. All right. And who would you say then is a role model in all this fashion and design industry?
Again, my former employer, Njoki Ndun'gu.
Okay.
She's an amazing person.
Yeah.
She's taught me. I stayed there for 3 months, but I learned things I never learned in school.
Okay.
And there are things that are really keeping me moving in my business. Because a lot of what I'm doing right now is more of what I learned from her.
Okay.
She's a very serious business lady.
Okay.
She takes fashion as a business, as serious business.
And that's, I think, how you should be.
Yeah.
You cannot do showbiz and forget the biz part.
I learned a lot from her, and she's just my icon in fashion.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And so what's your long-term goal?
Again, to what I mentioned earlier, have a retail shop. Like, what I have in mind is just something
mega.
Something mega. Something just Njoki Ndun'gu.
Yeah.
And just, it's something I usually try to explain it. The words never come out.
Yeah.
Because what I want is just something like a shop where you go in and it caters for the whole family.
It's a whole experience.
A whole experience for the whole family. Or if you're a calm person, you find what you want.
Yes.
If you're bold, you find what you want. The whole family. It's just something
taken care of.
I try to explain it and the words just never come out.
Yeah, and I can see the zeal, and I hope you get it all. I mean, I hope we get to see Njoki Ndun'gu and just get in experience,
it's coming,
get
it's
out.
Coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
But with the kind of hard work that you're doing and the kind of designs that you're coming up with, I don't see any reason why not.
I wouldn't like not to happen.
Yeah. And maybe lastly, what would you say is the one benefit that you found that always occurs when someone goes to school, as opposed to when you try to do it just out of talent and maybe learning from other people? What would you say is the advantage of formal education in fashion and design?
Well, going to school has a lot of advantages. I know when I went to KU, most people asking my parents, why did you take her to do fashion in school?
Yeah.
It's just stitching.
Yes.
Like, why does she need to go to school? But when I came to KU, when I went to KU, I learned a lot that probably if I never went to school, I'd never have learned. You're taught, like, if it's the teachers, they need to be neat, they need to be straight. You're taught business, running a business. You're taught, it's very diverse. Because when you go to a tailor somewhere, you just taught, just stitch and finish, give the client the outfit.
Yeah.
Even the customer care, you never taught that outside there. But when you go to school, your mind it's opened up totally. And you get to understand that fashion is just not about clothes. It's about the clients. It's about expressing yourself. It's about your business and also growth.
Yeah.
Because for me, I insist, most people do things to just get money for that moment. But fashion is a very serious business. The way banks are run, it's the same way you should run your own fashion business.
Exactly.
It's not about my fabrics and just...
Yeah.
It's running a business. So when you go to school, you need to grow. 2 years, 3 years, you need to be climbing
on
up
a
the
new
ladder
level.
every other time. And I've had friends who've gone to be taught in tailor shops.
Okay.
And most of them right now, they started maybe at the same time, but they closed their businesses a long time ago.
Oh, they couldn't just sustain it.
Yeah, because the kind of training I got is not the same training they got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. What? That's just mind-blowing. Okay, so thank you so much. I think I'm learning so much. And what would you say to just the person who's watching today and wants to be in the same space that you're in? Yeah.
What I'd say is, if you're not ready to work, don't get in the fashion industry. If you're not ready for the pressures, and mainly if you're not ready to work, just don't get into the fashion industry.
It's not as easy as it looks.
You will not last.
Yeah.
You won't last.
You need to have that strength
You need to have the strength to be a fashion designer. It's a lot of work, a lot of sacrifices. There are so many, like, at times I even sleep at work.
What?
Yes. So if you're not ready for those small sacrifices, then just don't get into this industry.
Just you need to be prepared getting into it.
Be
It's a lot of work.
Be mentally prepared.
Yeah. Okay. Then maybe lastly now just tell us about your shop. You said that you have a shop, yeah?
Yeah,
Tell us
yeah.
all about it, where to find it, and the kind of services you offer.
My shop is in Kikuyu town. And from there, it's the workshop where I run my business. I have employed one person, and when you come there, you just get the whole experience. When you come there, we take your measurements, you choose the fabric that you want, and we just make the outfit for you.
Okay.
So if you don't have a design in mind, we don't use books, we don't use those charts and all that.
Oh yeah, I
No,
know
no,
those
no,
ones,
no.
but you can say number 2. Give me number 4.
No. We just create. I get to understand you as a person first of all, and then understand what you like and what would work for you.
Okay.
Because you can't come with a photo and tell me you need this design, and probably for your body type it doesn't work.
Yes.
So I need time with a client to understand you, understand your body type, and understand what would work for you.
That's extra. That's because you're giving them advice on,
Yeah, because you just don't come and tell me I want this and I make for you. No.
Yeah.
I have to understand your style, understand your body type.
Work with the client.
Step by step.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
That's all we had for you today. I'm really enjoying this. Check out Njoki Ndun'gu on Facebook and get to learn about her shop and when they open. And you can even pay them a visit and get some designs. See you in the next segment.